So this is how I started trading Forex. It was in the year 2016, and I was at the university at that time pursuing my first degree in business administration. Things were quite tough for me at that time, and as a young man, I didn't want to burden my parents so much by asking them everything that I needed. So I set out to make my own income on the side so that I can support myself at the university. So I'm thinking of acquiring certain things like technology, like the gadgets, like the what do you call it, trying to visit places. I mean, normal things that young people fancy. So it crossed my mind that I have to make some income on the side without bothering my parents. So, as a normal person, I mean, what will cross your mind is that you should find a job. Is that not it? So, I set out to look for a job. And one thing about the educational system in Ghana as compared to elsewhere is that, for example, those of you who are watching me, whether you are in US or whether you are in Europe, the educational system in Ghana is not like that of the US or that of Europe, whereby you can easily find jobs on campus and then do. Ours is different. So in Ghana, if you're on campus, you have to most of the time go outside campus and then look for a job. So that is what I did. So I went outside campus. It took me some time to find a job though, and in looking for a job as a student, one thing that you have to take into consideration is that you have to look for a job that will not conflict with your studies because you're a student. So something menial, something very simple like a cleaning job or something. So I did find a cleaning job when I went outside campus, and I took the number on the poster. I then contacted the number on the poster and I made all the inquiry that I have to make. I presented all the documentation and I was scheduled for an interview. Yes, there was an interview for the cleaning job. So I went for the interview. The interview time was up. I went for the interview, and the interviewer asked me that, what is my educational background for this job? And I told him that I am currently studying at the university. And he asked me that, do I know the kind of cleaning that I'll be doing? And I said no. And he just told me that I should go and that this job is not for me. No offense to those who are doing cleaning job, but he was trying to say that the kind of people that they are looking for this cleaning job, I am not that kind of person. That is what the interviewer was trying to say. So I was very sad. I came back to my room. I was so sad. I was so dejected and sad, and then so I came back to my room and I had to re-strategize and then rethink as to what I would do next. So I went for that interview on a Monday. So within that very week's Thursday, I had a class. And usually when I'm in school or when I'm in campus, what I do is that after every single class, I go to the IT lab and then further do research on what I've been taught. If I don't get certain concepts or if I'm not getting something that I've been taught, I go to class and then do further research on it. So that particular Thursday, I went for a class in the evening, and immediately after the class, I went to the IT lab as a regular routine of mine. So I was at the IT lab speaking to the front desk guy, trying to get him to log me onto one of the computers so that I can use. So he did that. So immediately I turned my neck. I saw one guy seated behind a PC doing something on the PC, and the interface there was a graph, there was what I know now to be candlestick chart patterns on it, and then there was some figures moving up and down. So I got close to the guy. I was very curious about it. I got close to the guy and asked him that, what is he doing? And the guy told me that he's trading options. That was the first time of me hearing that word options, and I was so curious about it. So I further on asked him questions, but I felt that I was a bother to the guy because he was doing his own thing. I don't know him, he doesn't know me also, and he wasn't that receptive. So I left the guy and I went to sit behind my own PC that I've been logged in. and I also started researching about options. You know, the perk about it is that the more I researched about it, the more I got confused. And one thing about some of these things is that, you know, in making money, sometimes you need somebody to help you and show you how to do it. Other than that, you are either going to lose money, you are either going to get more confused, or you are going to lengthen your learning curve in some of these things. This is a new thing that I'm doing, so I was a little bit skeptical about it. I was so doubtful, and I didn't want to try. I didn't want to make mistakes. That was the word. I didn't want to make mistakes and then lose money, because in anything investment, mistakes mean that you're going to lose money. That's the meaning of it. So I did the research. I was so confused, and within about 30 minutes time, by the time that I raised my head, the guy had already left the IT lab. I wasn't very sad about it, because the guy himself wasn't that receptive. Maybe you could say that I should have taken the guy's number or something. And ever since that time, I never saw the guy again on campus, and that was it. So that was on Thursday. So that Sunday, I actually went to church, and one of my church guys, the friends I have at church, and one of them is called Roger. I don't know whether I don't know I don't know whether he was reading my mind at that time or was an. I don't want to bring religion into it, but immediately after church, the guy approached me and he said that he's trading Forex. And I was very confused at first, because I thought that Forex. Anytime you hear the word Forex, your mind goes to the traditional Forex bureau that you know, that you find at the airport, at the tourist sites, and then the shopping malls. So I said to myself that so is that the Forex trading you are talking about? Now you can do it on your phone. I didn't know that it's the Forex bureau thing is different from the online Forex trading, although it carries the same concept. Don't get me wrong. Although it carries the same concept, there are different modes altogether. That's what I'm trying to say. So I asked him that, so is that a Forex bureau thing that you are doing on your phone? He said, no, this is a different thing altogether. And he showed me a certain app with a blue and white interface. Now I know the app to be MetaTrader 4 at that time. MetaTrader 4, now there's MetaTrader 5 and all that. So he showed me the then MetaTrader 4, and then I saw the figures and all that, as usual, the confusion. What is this? So he told me that he loaded $100 on the $100 on the app, and then he has been able to make an additional $50 through the trading thing, and then he wants to change his wardrobe, he wants to acquire certain things for himself and all that. And it was quite fascinating. I was very, very much interested, because that is something that I had wanted all this while. I wanted to make an extra source of income for myself as a young adult and be able to buy things for myself and all that. So he was a very good guy. He sent me educational materials, slides on Forex and all that. The more I read them, the more I got more confused. The usual terms, pips, lot size, margin, and all those kind of things. I was so confused about them. So I tried getting the whole concept. I tried getting the whole. I tried to understand the whole concept. That's what I want to say. And whilst I was reading the slides that he gave me, I also did my additional research on it, just to try and then understand certain things that I didn't get. But the more I dig deeper, the more I did the research, the more I realized that there is more to it than just the surface level. And there was this website that I chanced upon that says that Forex has to do with gambling. And that was the thing that changed everything for me. It's gambling? That also goes a long way to tell you that it is not everything that you see online that should be trusted. It's not everything that you see online that is, very legitimate. Okay, yes, sometimes you have to put your own minds to it. You have to do additional, research about it, and then confirm whether whatever you are seeing on that web page is actually what it is. So that is what happened. I realized that one website was like it's gambling and all that. So it had me thinking twice, and I got more confused because being something which has to do with gambling, one, it didn't conform to my moral standards because I didn't want anything to do with gambling. I'm not a gambler, and something which is gambling, meaning that it's not really guaranteed like that. You can lose money, and it's not guaranteed. That's what I'm trying to say. So I forgot about it. I ditched Forex trading altogether, and I was looking for extra sources of income. So I went back online, and again, I was scouted for, how to make money online, and I came across listen to music and then make money. I also came across fill out surveys, all these kind of things that you see online that they tell you to do so that you can make some extra income. And I also set out my mind to open a financial blog. Me being a financial student, I also told myself that no, let me create a blog, because then a blog, creating a web page, a blog was a big thing. So that when people are clicking on the web pages, you can have some coins coming in and all that. So I set out the blog. I named the name of the blog site was Easy Finance GH. I still remember. I created a web page I created a web page. I also bought the domain name from HostGator, and everything was all set and all that, but it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. Do you understand? Because it's a new blog, and then for you to get that kind of money that I was looking for, it has to be very popular. People have to, be visiting the site and all that. And these things, it takes a whole lot of effort. So it wasn't working for me. So I ditched that idea also, and then I was still surfing YouTube, and there was one particular channel that I subscribed to. The channel was mainly about finance, so how to, do personal finance, how to buy things online, how to, create an account, all those kind of basic finance stuff. And he was a guy that, although, there is a general saying that you don't trust human beings, but that guy, I don't know, there was a particular legitimacy about him. He was very, very genuine, and then there is that genuineness aura around him. So he talked about Forex, and I was like, wait. He talking about Forex, I realized that it could be something that is very, very genuine. It could be something that I could put my mind to. So it rekindled my interest in Forex again. And he even recommended a particular Forex trader who is very popular in Africa that we should, try and then follow him, subscribe to his channel, and then try and then follow his advice and then mentorship and all that. So I did that, and I started learning, watching some of his videos, and I started getting the concepts one by one. Yes, and it started making sense to me. So what I then did was that I subscribed to either the popular Forex YouTuber was having a signal service. So I subscribed to the signal service of that popular YouTuber, and I put in the account, I think $40. That was the first money that I put in the account, $40. And within a short space of about 2 weeks or so, I had $100 in my account. And I told myself that no, this thing really, really works. This thing really, really works. So it further gingered my interest in, getting to know more about forex trading and all that. So I started the research again. I started reading books. I started, visiting sites. More YouTube channels about forex trading. When it comes to I have a hard drive full of forex videos. About 1 terabyte full of forex videos. That's what I have, and that was the game changer for everything. So fast forward 2020, I had really gotten the concept of forex trading. I was trading and all that. But mind you, I wouldn't want to say that everything was rosy, because I was also making losses. In this forex trading thing, you can't have everything rosy all the time. You definitely make some losses. And I wasn't doing certain things right. Certain things that will come later on to bite me. I wasn't following market structure. Now that I know that market structure is very important, I wasn't even setting stop loss at that level. I was a beginner. I was just interested in making the amount. Do you get it? I wasn't paying attention to a lot of important things that I would have paid attention to right now, like risk management, market structure, and a whole lot of important things that beginner traders forgo. So with time, I was able to learn all these things gradually, and I can say that today I am a profitable forex trader. I've been able to trade multiple prop firm accounts that has generated significant amount of money for me. I've been able to acquire certain things for myself that otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do if I was working a regular job or I was depending on a single source of income. So it has all been good. If you are still watching, this channel is K Trades. This channel is a channel that I made for beginners. It is made for intermediate traders. It is made for advanced traders. I'm here to help or give a helping hand to those who want, to grow their knowledge in forex trading in simplified terms. My channel is basically about simplicity. There are a lot of channels on YouTube out there who are making forex trading, very, very complex for traders. But I'm going to make sure that I simplify all the forex terminologies, everything that has to do with forex and any other, financial market out there that it is tradable. Make sure that I simplify all the terms for all of you to make sure that it's very understandable, and you can also, if I have been able to do it, I believe that you can also do it. Yes, so that is my goal for this channel. So if you are interested in the kind of content that I'll be creating subsequently, those content will be, I will not be only be making content for advanced traders. I'll be making content for beginner traders. I'll be making content for advanced traders and then intermediate traders as well. So it is not a one section kind of channel. Everybody will have to everybody will benefit from what I am talking about, and I believe that this channel will be a very good for you. So in simple terms, this is my forex trading journey, and this is also my first YouTube video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel for subsequent videos that I'll be making. The subsequent videos I'll be making will boil around what is forex, the simple terms or the basic terms that we have, what is lot size, pips, Fibonacci, all those kind of things that confuse a lot of beginner traders and even intermediate traders. They may not understand certain things, and it will be a very, very fun ride. I will make sure that I simplify all these terms using the traditional whiteboard marker teaching method, and then after I analyze everything on the board, we go to the chart and then we analyze everything. So this will be my channel. Make sure that you subscribe and then you turn on the notification button for you to be alerted anytime I post a new content. Thank you very much, friends. This is K Trades.